Have you ever felt a profound shift in your understanding of life and yourself? A moment when everything you believed seemed to unravel, making way for a deeper truth. This is the essence of a spiritual awakening, a transformative journey that expands your perception of reality and your place within it. Spiritual awakening is deeply personal, yet there are common stages many of us experience. These stages are not always linear, and your journey may differ. However, understanding these stages can provide clarity, validation, and guidance as you navigate your own path. In this video, we'll explore the 5 stages of spiritual awakening in detail, unpacking the key characteristics, challenges, and lessons of each phase. By the end, you may discover where you are on this journey and what lies ahead. Let's begin. The first stage, known as the unconscious state, is where most of us begin. At this point, life feels like a series of reactions. We're deeply entangled with the ego, the voice in our head that tells us who we are, what we should do, and how we should feel. In this state, our thoughts and emotions dominate our sense of self. We identify so strongly with them that it's hard to separate who we truly are from the stories we tell ourselves. For example, if you've ever thought, "I'm just not good enough," or "I always mess things up," that's the ego speaking. During this stage, life often feels chaotic and beyond our control. We might blame external circumstances for our problems, feeling stuck in patterns of negativity, anger, or defensiveness. Relationships can be strained because our interactions are filtered through a lens of personal projections. But there's hope. The very discomfort we feel in this stage is the first sign of awakening. When you start to question, is there more to life than this? Or, why do I keep repeating these patterns? You're planting the seeds for growth. This stage is challenging, but it's also necessary. The unconscious state sets the stage for the profound transformations to come. The second stage, ego death, is often described as the most intense phase of spiritual awakening. It's a process of dismantling the identity we've built around external labels, our job, relationships, societal roles, and even our name. Imagine peeling away layers of an onion. Each layer represents a belief or label you've clung to. Ego death removes these layers, leaving behind a raw, unfiltered version of yourself. This can be both liberating and unsettling. For instance, you might realize that a belief you've held your entire life no longer resonates with you. Perhaps you've always thought, "I need to achieve success to be worthy," but now you're questioning what success truly means. This stage often brings feelings of emptiness, detachment, or confusion. You might feel like you've lost your sense of direction. However, this emptiness isn't a void. It's a space for something new to emerge. During ego death, the observer self begins to take center stage. This is the part of you that quietly observes your thoughts and experiences without judgment. For the first time, you might realize, "I am not my thoughts. I am not my emotions. I am something deeper." Ego death is a powerful turning point. It strips away illusions, paving the way for a more authentic and expansive understanding of yourself. Once the ego dissolves, a natural curiosity emerges. This marks the third stage of spiritual awakening, the search. In this phase, you begin asking profound questions about your existence, purpose, and the nature of reality. Who am I? Why am I here? What is the meaning of life? These questions become the driving force of your journey. You might turn to spiritual practices like meditation, journaling, or prayer. Reading becomes a source of inspiration, with books on mindfulness, philosophy, and spirituality resonating deeply. You may also seek guidance from teachers, mentors, or online resources. The search is not just an intellectual exercise. It's a heartfelt quest fueled by a desire to connect with something greater than yourself. For some, this might mean exploring religious or spiritual traditions. For others, it's about tuning into their inner wisdom. One of the most beautiful aspects of this stage is the sense of wonder it brings. Every new insight feels like a puzzle piece falling into place. You might experience moments of synchronicity, when events align in ways that feel meaningful or serendipitous. While this stage can be exciting, it can also feel overwhelming. There's so much to explore, and it's easy to get lost in the search. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination. As you delve deeper, you reach the fourth stage, the emergence of the authentic self. This phase is about shedding the masks you've worn to fit into societal expectations and embracing who you truly are. At this stage, pretending becomes increasingly difficult. You might feel an urge to leave behind relationships, jobs, or habits that no longer resonate with your authentic self. For example, you might realize that a career you once pursued out of obligation no longer aligns with your values. This stage often involves significant changes. You might find yourself reevaluating your priorities, setting boundaries, or pursuing passions you've ignored for years. While these changes can be challenging, they're also incredibly empowering. Emotionally, this phase can feel like a roller coaster. Old wounds and traumas may resurface, asking to be acknowledged and healed. Physical symptoms like fatigue or heightened sensitivity are also common as your energy shifts. Despite the challenges, this stage is deeply rewarding. As you reconnect with your true self, you begin to experience a sense of freedom and authenticity that you may not have felt since childhood. The final stage, a life of alignment, is where everything comes together. In this phase, you integrate all aspects of yourself, mind, body, and soul into a harmonious whole. Living in alignment means embracing who you are, imperfections and all. You develop a deep sense of self-compassion, recognizing that you're doing the best you can with the awareness you have. This compassion naturally extends to others, fostering deeper and more meaningful relationships. In this stage, you also feel a profound connection to the world around you. Nature, animals, and even inanimate objects take on a new significance. You understand that everything is interconnected, and this awareness shapes the way you live. Challenges still arise, but you approach them with grace and understanding. You see both the light and dark aspects of life as valuable parts of the human experience. A life of alignment is not about perfection. It's about living authentically, with a sense of purpose and connection. It's the culmination of your spiritual awakening journey, but it's also a beginning. From here, your growth continues, expanding into new dimensions of awareness. Spiritual awakening is a journey, not a destination. Each stage brings its own challenges and gifts, guiding you toward greater self-awareness and connection. Which stage resonates most with you? Are you just starting to awaken, or are you living a life of alignment? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might benefit from this message. Your support helps us continue creating meaningful content. Thank you for watching, and remember, wherever you are on your journey, you are exactly where you're meant to be. Until next time, take care and keep growing.